Finally, humans, welcome back to another Blox Fruits video. Today we've got something really interesting to talk about, so make sure you stay until the end of the video. Already know, the dark fruit is officially getting a rework, and this was actually confirmed by one of the Blox Fruits admins. That alone is already huge news for the community, because the dark fruit has been in the game for a long time, and many players feel like it deserves an upgrade. Now, if you look closely at some of the dark fruit abilities, you can see that they resemble a dark hole or a void-like energy, which is pretty much what the dark fruit is known for, controlling darkness and pulling enemies into it. Because of this, many players have started speculating that the dark fruit might evolve into something even greater. There are rumors going around that the reworked dark fruit could even be renamed to the void fruit, which would make sense considering its abilities and the dark hole effects it already has. Imagine new abilities involving black holes, void portals, gravity pulls, or massive dark explosions that could completely change how the fruit works in PvP and grinding. Of course, this new name is still just a rumor for now, so nothing has been officially confirmed about the name change yet. However, what is confirmed is that the dark fruit will receive its own rework, and that alone could make it one of the most powerful and visually insane fruits in the game once the update drops. If the developers really go all out with this rework, the dark fruit could become a top-tier fruit again, especially with improved effects, new combos, and maybe even brand new mechanics related to the void or darkness. Will the dark fruit actually become the void? Comment down your thoughts about it. The dark rework might finally drop in the next update, possibly as soon as next month, humans. This time, we're not stuck waiting forever because an admin already confirmed that all Blox Fruits developers are back from their holiday break. That means faster updates are coming, and honestly, 2026 is shaping up to be absolutely peak. Anyway, let's talk about what we might be getting in the next update. One of the biggest possibilities is fruit reworks, which may have already been confirmed by Admin E. We might have even seen a dark fruit rework in the last trailer, since the visuals looked very similar. And as you know, almost every fruit, not just beast types, is starting to get M1 attack, like Blade, Bomb, and many others. We could also be getting a Quake or Venom fruit rework, and here's where the proof. In the image we can see Admin When Loco saying, Quake or Venom, which is certain, will have master classes on fruit rework and add. This suggests that one of these fruits will come first in the next update, while the other will likely arrive in a future update. Now, in my opinion, based on what I've seen, most of the community is hoping for at least one brand new fruit. We might already have hints toward the Oni fruit or the Celestial fruit, or maybe something completely unexpected. Or who knows, we might even get a fourth C, which the community has been wanting for a very long time, as you can see in Uzoth's post. Anyways, if you want to hear more about the 4th C and upcoming updates, this might be the biggest moment in Blox Fruits history. 2026 is shaping up to be absolutely insane, because for the first time in a long while, everything is lining up. An admin has confirmed that every single Blox Fruits developer is officially back from their holidays, which means full development mode is on, and when that happens, you already know something big is coming. The 4th C. Not only has an admin hinted at it, but there have been leaks shown, confirmations teased, and signs that something far beyond the 3rd C is being prepared. A whole new world, new enemies, new progression, new power scaling. If the 4th C really is coming, it could completely change how Blox Fruits is played forever. And that's exactly what we're breaking down today. What's confirmed, what's leaked, and what's realistically coming next. Alright, so basically, humans, there are no official leaks for the 4th C yet. However, I think we can actually consider this one a soft leak, and that's because it came directly from Admin Uzoth. In this image right here, we can clearly see the entire map layout, showing the 1st C, 2nd C, and 3rd C. And what makes this interesting is how accurate everything looks. The positioning, the scale, and the structure all match what we already know about the current Cs. But if you look closely on this side of the image, you'll notice something very important. There's a massive island, and when I say massive, I mean this thing is as big as multiple First Sea islands combined. This immediately raises questions because there is no existing sea event that is even close to this size. This island is way too big to be something like a raid zone or a temporary event. I mean, this thing literally looks like an entire sea by itself, and that's why I strongly believe this could be the fourth sea. Another reason why this makes sense is the server limit. There are only 12 players per server, so creating an island this large just for an event wouldn't make sense at all. Events are meant to be fast, replayable, and compact, not something that takes up this much space on the map. Now, personally, I think if this really is the fourth sea, it's going to be heavily inspired by Wano. We could see islands that are very close to each other, unique environments, and a more connected world compared to the older seas. Of course, it won't be a direct copy, since we already know Blox Fruits has been slowly drifting away from One Piece to avoid potential issues. But the inspiration could still be there. So now I want to know what you think. Do you believe this image is teasing the fourth sea? Or do you think it's just a massive event island, even though honestly, that doesn't really make sense? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So at this point, it really comes down to two possibilities. Either this new sea is almost ready to be released, or it's still deep in development and will take a lot more time to fully finish. However, considering the fact that the developers, or more specifically the admins, already showed an image of it, that alone tells us something important. You don't usually reveal something this big unless it's either close to completion or at least stable enough to tease. This image could mean that the fourth sea is already mostly done, and they're just polishing it, adding details, and testing everything behind the scenes. On the other hand, it could also be a preview build, something they created specifically to let the community know, yes, this is real, and yes, it's coming, even if it's not ready yet. So yeah, humans, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.